1. Men fall in love through consistency, not confession. A man can say he loves you, but his brain bonds through repetition, the things he does every day without thinking. His I love you means nothing if it isn't backed by action. What creates emotional glue in men is routine. Calling you daily, checking on you, protecting you, showing up without being asked. That's what binds him to you long term. Example. He might tell 3 women he loves them, but the one he consistently texts good morning, checks on when she's sick, and makes time for? That's the one he actually bonded to. 2. Men remember the woman who made them feel safe, more than the woman who made them excited. Excitement is temporary. It wears off like perfume. But emotional safety? That's unforgettable. Men rarely feel safe showing fear, insecurity, or vulnerability. When a woman creates a space where he feels accepted without judgment, the male brain bookmarks that memory forever. Example. He may have had wild chemistry with someone else, but you were the one he cried in front of when his mother was sick. Years later, he still remembers that moment. Not the excitement, but the safety. 3. Men don't fear losing the woman. They fear losing access to her. Men assume you'll always care, always answer, always be there. Their real fear kicks in when they realize you shut the door permanently. Losing you is painful, but losing your presence, your softness, your energy, your support, that is devastation. Example. He didn't panic when you left. He panicked when you stopped replying, stopped caring, stopped reacting. That's when he felt the loss. 4. A man's guilt often shows up as anger. When a man feels guilty, his brain scrambles to protect his ego. Instead of admitting fault, he becomes irritable, defensive, or cold. Anger is easier than accountability. He's not mad at you. He's mad that you saw the truth he tried to hide. Example. You calmly asked why he changed his story. Instead of explaining, he snapped, "Why are you always accusing me?" That wasn't anger. It was guilt speaking. 5. Men test boundaries subconsciously to see if you'll protect yourself. It's not always intentional. The male brain checks if you will accept crumbs, disrespect, or inconsistency. When you don't enforce boundaries, he unconsciously thinks he doesn't have to do better. Example. He shows up late once. You let it slide. Next time, he cancels last minute. Then he disappears for a weekend. He's not getting worse. You're teaching him there's no consequence. 6. Men crave admiration more than sex. Sex satisfies the body, but admiration feeds the ego, and men are ego-driven. A man can sleep with someone and feel nothing, but feel deeply connected to the woman who makes him feel capable, respected, and worthy. Example. He lights up more when you say, "I'm proud of you," than when you say, "I want you." To him, admiration equals emotional intimacy. 7. The woman he vents to becomes more emotionally important than the woman he sleeps with. Men rarely open up. If he shares his fears, stress, insecurities, or childhood pain with you, he is bonding. And that bond is more powerful than physical intimacy. Example. His girlfriend doesn't know he's scared of failing. You do. Guess who he feels more connected to? You, because emotional sharing equals attachment.
8. Men fall hardest for the woman who makes them a better version of themselves. Not the woman who nags, not the woman who mothers him, but the woman whose presence naturally inspires him to rise. Example. When he's with you, he thinks about saving money, working harder, being healthier, fixing his life. That is a sign of deep emotional imprinting, not lust. 9. Men always compare women, even if they pretend they don't. Men compare how women treat them, speak to them, support them, challenge them, and make them feel. He might move on physically, but mentally he'll always measure new women against the one who impacted him the most. Example. He tells everyone his new girl is great, but he constantly brings up how you used to cook, laugh, hug, or support him. Comparison equals emotional attachment. 10. Men stay where they feel appreciated, not where they feel needed. Need feels like obligation. Appreciation feels like oxygen. Example: one woman needs him to fix things, provide, call, show up. You smile and say, "Thank you for doing that. It means a lot." Guess where he feels more valued? 11. A man who isn't spiritually aligned becomes emotionally unstable in relationships. When a man lacks purpose, direction, or grounding, he destabilizes the relationship too. His confusion bleeds into his behavior, inconsistency, mood swings, detachment. Example: he says he loves you, but he's hot one week and cold the next. It's not you. His spirit is unsettled. 12. Men feel rejection deeper than women, but show it less. Male rejection wounds ego, identity, and pride all at once. Women release pain. Men hold it inside until it becomes anger, withdrawal, or numbness. Example: you rejected him once and he acted fine, but years later, he still remembers the exact moment in detail. 13. Men don't move on fast. They move on distracted. New women, new flings, new hobbies. Those are numbing mechanisms. Their heart hasn't healed. It's hiding. Example: he posted a new girl instantly, but he still watches your stories and stalks your old photos at midnight. That's not moving on. That's avoidance. 14. The woman he cheated on becomes an emotional ghost he carries for years, because she represents guilt, regret, shame, and the woman I wasn't man enough for. He may never tell you this, but she haunts his memory. Example: he's with someone new, but a song, a scent, or a restaurant triggers memories of you. Not because he wants you back, but because he betrayed someone who loved him deeply. 15th. Men fear being truly seen more than they fear commitment. Commitment is external. Exposure is internal. Being seen means being vulnerable. Invulnerability terrifies most men. Example: he'll commit to a woman he feels safe with, but he'll avoid the woman who reads his soul too easily. 16. Men respect consequences more than kindness. Sweetness is appreciated, but consequences teach him how to treat you. Without boundaries, your kindness becomes invisible. Example: you forgave him 10 times for the same behavior. He didn't change. But the moment you stop responding, suddenly he's ready to talk. 17. A man's love language is often whatever he lacked as a child. Men recreate childhood wounds unconsciously. If he lacked affection, he craves it. If he lacked affirmation, he needs praise. Example: a man who never heard "I'm proud of you" as a boy melts when his woman says it to him as a man. 18. Men fall in love visually, but stay in love spiritually. Looks pull him in, but energy, peace, intuition, and emotional connection keep him there. Example: he dated a woman who looked perfect on paper, but he couldn't stop thinking about the woman whose spirit felt like home. 19. Men crave peace more than perfection. Peace is rare. Peace is healing. Peace is addictive. Example: he may be attracted to drama at first, but the woman who brings calm to his storm, she becomes unforgettable. 20. Men wait for the moment they're ready, not the woman who's right. A man can meet his soulmate at the wrong time and still lose her because he wasn't emotionally, financially, or mentally ready. Example: he'll tell his friends, "She was the one, but I wasn't prepared." That's timing, not love. 21. The woman he betrayed becomes the woman he thinks about during his spiritual awakening, because she represents the version of himself he regrets becoming. During healing, men face their shadows, and she is part of that truth. Example: he's older now, wiser, calmer, and suddenly realizes you were the blessing he mishandled. He won't say it, but he feels it.